for Succop. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Mix the score. Buccaneers 21, Vikings 7. Ryan Succop set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On second down now, it's Logan. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number
Justin Jefferson, 89 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That throw by Brady incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think
he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Dan Bailey lining
and that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
That will tie the game. 28-all. Ryan Suckup sets.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Makes it second and
From the 21, it's second and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 77 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Dan Bailey lining up for the point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble, the second it was leaving his hand.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go. To throw on third down, Jefferson. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Bailey's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it? It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they... And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points. If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
It's the score, Vikings 45, Buccaneers 28. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Buccaneers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
6 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First down and goal to go.
Mike 54. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Operating from the gun, Brady to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
45, 45, Mike. Check it, reload.
Here's Fournette. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Leonard Fournette.
Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Devin White.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Vikings.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Cousins now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Cook on the toss left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Cousins to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Brian Allen. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Finding room inside the 40. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Minnesota.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Cousins quickly to Thielen here. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Option play, and Hill will keep it.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 52, Buccaneers 28. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Tampa offense.